Hi, everybody. This is Rolande Sumner, and I am the CEO and founder of Life After Service Transitional Coaching, or LASCO. And I'm live again to discuss with you about the importance of redeeming your termination candidates. So, if you don't know what a termination candidate is, it's an employee who is on the chopping block. You want to fire them, and you're trying to think of ways to either redeem them or how to get them out the door. And the reason I want to discuss this is because it is in your financial best interest to redeem them. It is. You need to make the investment to redeem them because it's going to affect your bottom line. For every person, again, that you fire, you have to pay money to get a replacement. It's just true. And most companies don't have a 100% retention rate. However, even if you do have a high retention rate, you don't want involuntary termination to be part of your retention rate. You don't want to have to fire people because now you have to look at what's happening, how you hired this person. And so what you're going to do is get down to the human person, the human in the asset, because every person is an asset. Every person is a walking investment. And it is commercially viable to redeem your termination candidate. As a coach, I'm going to tell you that deep down inside, for every action, there is a deeper reason why they are committing this atrocity. And it's not good enough just to put a Band-Aid on it and then hope they get fixed, just to admonish them and then to hope they get fixed. I would implore you that if you have one or more employees or veterans that you're going to terminate, sit down and actually invest in redeeming them through coaching, through counseling, or some type of modality that will get down to the reason why they are behaving the way they're behaving. In my experience, oftentimes when someone is having an issue conforming to the new community or adjusting to their new job, or they're having a problem with their behavior, it's because there's something else going on. And when you can get down to that something else that's going on, other issues will start to be resolved in their personal life and in their professional life. So, for instance, if you have an employee who is really kind of rude and you don't know why they're rude and they're not understanding why you're telling them that they're rude, they're not doing right, they're not changing, then you need to get them some coaching. Hire someone from outside who's an impartial party who really doesn't know anybody in the organization, and have them sit down for 6 weeks and really get to why they are doing this, and have that employee co-create an improvement plan and co-create their development. It lasts a lot longer than if you continue to write them up and shake your finger at them. It really does, because you get to get down to the reason why. Why are they doing this? What is their base reason? And then once that person understands why they are doing what they're doing, then they can change. Then they will change, because now they have the realization with some assistance why they're acting the way they're acting, and now they are motivated to do differently. Now they're motivated to act and behave better. It's the same thing with someone they get a new job, they're coming from another industry altogether, and they're coming into this new industry, and they're not behaving in a way that you find acceptable. Guess what? You need to get them some coaching, because they're most likely having a transition issue. They're having some issues transitioning into the new career, into the new environment, into the new way of doing things. And they might need help with time management. They might need help with communicating. They might need help with prioritization. There's a laundry list of things that they could need some assistance in. And instead of telling them all the time what the problem is, you can help them realize on their own what the problem is in their own personal life and how to adjust it in a way that they feel comfortable with. And this way, the changes that you want them to make will last longer because they are part of the process and they realize what the problem is. They understand where this is rooting from, and now they can start to co-create their improvement, and therefore happening. It's going to be harder for them to change at the rate that you want them to change, and for the long haul. Regardless of what we believe, your personal life, your personal feelings does mesh into your professional behavior, your professional performance. It does. And so if you can get down to the real root of the wound, you can heal it instead of slapping a Band-Aid on it and then getting angry when the Band-Aid peels off. It's worth the investment. When people are healed, when they co-create their development, when they have a realization within themselves with assistance of a coach, then guess what? At the end of the day, they are more productive, they are more engaged, and they work harder, which means you earn more money in the end days. Everybody around them is happier. And guess what? You have a wonderful mix. It's worth the investment. We don't have that luxury because before, as leaders, Uncle Sam already paid $1 million just to get them in your door. So Uncle Sam's not trying to lose that money. So guess what? We as leaders have to work with them where they are. We have to redeem them where they are. We have to strengthen them where they are. And by doing that, they're more likely to last 20 years as opposed to us chaptering out because they are not a good fit. Chaptering a soldier out is not the first step. Firing a leader is not the first step. It's retraining them, redeveloping them, investing time in them, investing money in them. And then that's when you see the permanent growth. That's when you see the development. And you will save a lot more money in the long run if you treated your employees like that. How can we redeem you? How can we work with you at the level you're at today so that you can become a long-term employee, so you can become a long-term investment, and we're not just running through people because they're not perfect on day one. Redeem your termination candidates. Save your money. And in investing in their redemption, you will earn money in the long run. So thank you for listening. If you need assistance in redeeming your veterans for the long run, contact me. Reach out to me at lifeafterservicecoaching.com or email me at info@lifeafterservicecoaching.com. And I look forward to speaking with you soon.